News at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State's government commemorates 2024 Artisans Day, recognizes contributions to socio-economic growth. Federal government restates commitment to peace, stability in West Africa. On the foreign scene, Israel warns Yemen Houthis militia against strikes, threatens retaliation. In sport, Ogun State governor names sensational boxer Anthony Joshua as sports ambassador. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State government has commemorated this year's Artisans Day with the theme creating 21st century artisans for sustainable economic growth in a bid to acknowledge the various roles and contributions of artisans to socio-economic growth in the state. Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Akinyemi Ajigbotafe, stated that the event resonates with the incredible works of artisans in every community across Lagos. Ajigbotafe said the informal sectors contribute a large chunk to the GDP of the state. Hence, those in Lagos must contribute their quota to the Themes Plus developmental agenda of the state government. He assured that the military will continuously support artisans with the skill required to enhance their businesses and empower them with the necessary modern equipment as well as loans to cushion their businesses. Nigerian professional chess player and coach Tunde Onokoya has been named the QFM Person of the Year 2024, emerging as the winner of the prestigious 25th edition of the longest-running radio program. Onokoya, who garnered an impressive 40% of the total votes, was nominated by the public in recognition of his transformative effort in empowering impoverished children in Nigerian slums. His innovative use of chess as a tool for development has provided countless children with access to education and life-changing opportunities, while dedication to this course has inspired many and demonstrated the power of creativity in addressing societal challenges. It will be recorded that on April 20, Onokoya shattered the World Chess Marathon record in New York, United States, playing for over 60 consecutive hours, with this extraordinary achievement earning him a place in the Guinness World Records. Other nominees for the QFM Person of the Year 2024 include former Chief of Army Staff of Nigeria, late Taoreed Lagbaja, and Nigeria's former basketball team, the Tigers, who captivated the world with their stellar performance at the Paris Olympics. The Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service has successfully quelled 2 separate fire incidents, preventing significant damage and ensuring public safety. In a statement, Director of the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, Margaret Adeshoye, says the first fire reported at 8:15 a.m. on Tuesday occurred on the topmost floor of a 3-story building at 2 Idioluwu, Lagos Island, within the bustling Dosemo market area. Adeshoye noted the combined effort of the Ebute, Lefun, and Dolphin fire stations swiftly extinguished the blaze. She said the second emergency unfolded at 12:25 p.m. involving a 33,000-liter diesel tanker supplying fuel to a hotel adjacent the Okokomaiko police station on the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. According to Adeshoye, firefighters from Ojo and Ijegwegba fire stations promptly responded, effectively containing the fire and safeguarding the occupant of the hotel and the police station. The fire service boss noted that preliminary investigations attribute both incidents to negligence, as the first was reportedly caused by an electrical surge, while the second resulted from a safety infraction by the tanker operator, who failed to allow sufficient cooling time before engaging the vehicle's engine power takeoff. The Chief of Air Staff, Hassan Abubakar, has embarked on a strategic engagement in Doha, Qatar, in a bid to boost the operational efficiency and technological capabilities of the Nigerian Air Force, NAF. According to a statement by the Nigerian Air Force headquarters, the visit underscores NAF's commitment to leveraging global partnerships to address national security imperatives and strengthen its air power capabilities. The statement says the discussions focused on identifying opportunities for technology transfer and the acquisition of cutting-edge solutions to meet the operational demands of the NAF. Now to the rest of the stories, the federal government has reiterated its commitment to peace and stability in West Africa, addressing concerns raised by the president of the National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland in Niger Republic, Abdurrahman Chiani. Chiani accused Nigeria of colluding with France to destabilize the junta-led nation. In a Christmas Day interview, Chiani accused France of allying with militant groups in the Lake Chad region to undermine Niger's security, allegedly with Nigeria's knowledge. In a statement by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, the Nigerian government emphasizes its dedication to dialogue and diplomacy as the foundation for resolving regional challenges. The statement reaffirms Nigeria's respect for Niger Republic's sovereignty and territorial integrity in alignment with ECOWAS principles. Tugar, while highlighting the historical and cultural ties that unite Nigeria and Niger, notes the shared economic independence and called for calm and amid recent tensions. The latest United Nations data, as estimated by Worldometer, has projected that Nigeria will have a population of 237 million by 2025. According to the report, the forecast will be an increase from 235 million recorded in December 2024. The statistics showed that between 2023 and 2024, the country's population increased by 4.7 million. The report said Nigeria's population is equivalent to 2.85% of the total world population, and the country ranks number 6 in the list of countries and dependencies by population. The data placed the most populated cities to be Lagos, Kano, Ibadan, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. It also said the median age in Nigeria is 7.9 years, while the life expectancy at birth for both sexes is 54.6 years. The data projected the world population to reach 8.09 billion people on Wednesday, January 1, 2025. In foreign news, Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon, has issued what he called a final warning to Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi militants to hold missile attacks on Israel, saying they risked the same miserable fate as Hamas, Hezbollah, and Syria's Bashar al-Assad if they persisted. Danon also warned Tehran that Israel has the ability to strike any target in the Middle East, including in Iran, noting that Israel would not tolerate attacks by Iranian proxies. Meanwhile, hours later, the Israeli military announced that it had intercepted a missile fired from Yemen, prompting sirens to sound across the country. The Houthis targeted Ben Gurion Airport near Tel Aviv and a power station south of Jerusalem using a hypersonic ballistic missile and a Zofika ballistic missile. On his part, the head of the Houthis' Supreme Revolutionary Committee, Mohammed Ali al-Houthi, said the Houthis would not end attacks on Israel after the Israeli military announced the missile interception. In sport now, Ogun State Governor Taiwo Baruwa has announced plans by his administration to construct a brand new Anthony Joshua indoor boxing ring in the state. Governor Baruwa also announced that the two-time former world heavyweight boxing champion will be lighting the Gateway Games National Sports Festival torch, which has been postponed till May next year. The governor made this known when he hosted the two-time world heavyweight boxing champion in his office in Abeokuta. Baruwa urged Joshua to find ways of supporting the state in the area of sports development by working alongside the Director General of the National Sports Commission and the State Commissioner for Sports Development to host a boxing championship in the state. Earlier in his remarks, Joshua noted that he would work towards promoting Ogun State to the rest of the world by showcasing the numerous talents in the state. That's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, always drive within the specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 18,000 teachers were trained under Eco Excel? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has commemorated this year's Artisans' Day with the theme, Creating 21st Century Artisans for Sustainable Economic Growth, in a bid to acknowledge the various roles and contributions of artisans to socio-economic growth in the state. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to peace and stability in West Africa, addressing concerns raised by the president of the National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland in Niger Republic, Abdurrahman Chiani. We also told you that Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon, has issued what he called a final warning to Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi militants to halt missile attacks on Israel, saying they risked the same miserable fate as Hamas, Hezbollah, and Syria's Bashar al-Assad if they persisted. Finally, Sport Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has announced plans by his administration to construct a brand new Anthony Joshua indoor boxing ring in the state. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesuwa Joyoka. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.